Yeah. And risk taker, vibe maker. Open app, I ain't praying. I just laugh at the line they laying. All the models, numbers, charts. I just feel it in my heart, then I spray it. Big hit, that's a Hail Mary pick. They shook, I'm just calm with the click. Talk stats, they quote when they sermon. I'm scrolling for that Raw Street German. Dirty Don trying to slide in the squad. Bad karma, that boy too odd. Seen too many red cards, late bands. I don't let that touch my hands, but Wilson, man, that boy my cousin. Rain on his boots, let's start buzzing. Folding in the half space, ice cold face, 2 taps, whole rank start jumping. Yeah. I'm the king of the green area. Climbing up the ranks, off vibes, not hero. Check graphs, I just trust my marrow. Every risky pick, turn to gold, play the pharaoh. I'm the king of the green arrow. Hit that cap, whole league, go narrow. Chase trends, I'm ahead like tarot. D-unit crown on the app, that's factual. Group chat blowing, they panic. Crown on the blank, that's tragic. They blame some spreadsheet spirit. I blame that fear they inherit. I bench you, swear as a lock. I start the kid fresh off the block. While Wilson, they type in caps. Next day, they watch the breaks on a recap. Why folding, you ask too much. Light on his feet, got the velvet touch. Ghost in the box appeared and vanished. That's real magic, they can't brandish. D-unit don't run from the smoke. I roll dice where your algo choke. You see risk, I see throne room doors. One right call, I'm 10 floors above yours. I'm the king of the green area. Climbing up the ranks, all vibes, not hero. Check graphs, I just trust my marrow. Every risky pick, turn to gold, play the pharaoh. I'm the king of the green area. Hit the cap, whole league go narrow. You chase trends, I'm ahead like tarot. D-unit crown on the app, that's factual.
Hello and welcome back. That was a very quick break to the Gameweek28 deadline stream. And yes, we're ready to go. I'm actually going to be slightly behind where I wanted to be. But there we go. We're going to get that timer up and about. Look, that looks pretty good. I've managed to do that pretty good there. Right, this timer is going to be slightly off. I have to quickly adjust that. 1 hour and 58 minutes. I was a bit slow at getting off. I need to quickly go and pull the washing out of the washing machine. I didn't quite manage to do it quick enough because I was hoping to leave this on exactly 2 hours, but that should hopefully do the job. Let's do that. Yeah, it's okay. Start. Hopefully that worked. Did that work? Let's find out. Moment of truth. No, it did not. Let's quickly start that again. Start. Happy days. There we go. All right, brilliant. That's going to run out with just enough time. I start getting your questions in. As I said, that is the team as things stand. I hope it's going to bang. I really hope it's going to bang. So touch wood, it does. Yeah. Honestly, I've got issues out the wazoo. Verts, 25% chance of playing now. Mukiele, expect the back 14th of March. He's a problem, right? I'm going to have to get rid of him. He's going to have to go. He's going to have to go in the bin, unfortunately. So it's just one of those things, unfortunately. He's just going to have to get shown the door. I think Pedro will be better than Wilson this match week. Yeah, honestly, I'm probably going to play Joao Pedro, right? Well, he's going to come on for Verts. So it's going to be Gabriel that's left on the bench with Sanchez. I just think both teams score in that game. I struggle to see a world where Chelsea don't score and where Arsenal don't score. So I think it makes a lot of sense. Yes, this is a new stream. Also, FYI, what the hell happened between the streams? Now this one's lagging like a sack of crap. What's going on here? What happened there? All right, maybe I just need to refresh that. What's going on here? Have I just cooked it? Or is it just... It is. What the hell? All right, I might have to really update the internet real quick. That's bizarre. Yeah, Verts has got 25%, you're right. Alisson, Dubravka, Gabriel, Hill, Virgil, O'Reilly, Munoz, Rice, Bruno, F, Enzo, Wilson, Thiago, bench 4. Bench 4 of them. Dubravka, Munoz, Enzo, and Gabriel. Those are the 4. I don't know if that fixed it or not. Why don't you put Ekitike? I needed money to get Ekitike, right? And I just think Ekitike without Verts is a way worse asset. I really think that Ekitike, if Wirtz was playing, I would want Ekitike. But because Wirtz isn't playing, I just don't think Ekitike scores as many points. That's my gut read on it anyway. First, well done, Chili. Hello, YouTube. Hi, Darius. I did 3 of 5 transfers, bought Le Mans Hill Dango for Dubravka, Chalobah and Enzo out. I don't mind a bit of luck. Successfully connected, can't tell a bit of luck. Successfully connected, can't tell if the stream is lagging. It's the stream, definitely the stream. We should be back, hopefully, in business. Please tell me that's back in business. Let's reload that, see if that fixed it. Yeah, it's lagging because I just rebooted it. All right, looks slightly better. All right, I think that's fixed it. Hopefully, touch wood. It's got to be a router issue because I just rebooted the router from your phone. A little better now, yeah. I've got it open on my computer, so I'm monitoring it, and hopefully with a little bit of luck, it looks better. It looks like it's doing better. Pedro to Hugo for a -4. I don't know about that move. I'd do it probably free before the price rise post the deadline. Team this week, Martinez, Cash for Gabriel, Van Dijk, Rogers, Rice. FPL Onions, you're having a killer season. I've seen you in the league. You're having it. You're smashing it, mate. Well done. Gabriel, Van Dijk, Rogers, Rice, Mbeumo, Semenyo, Haaland, Ekitike, Thiago, captain. I like the Thiago captaincy shout. Honestly, I don't mind. As you can see, I've got him vice captain in my own team. I think he could be a really good asset this week. Subs to Bravka, Stack, Collins, Mukiele on a -4 versus injury thoughts. I don't mind it. The Wirtz one is an interesting one, right? Like, because I've looked at the fixtures and like part of me is like, I can afford to bench him. I've got a good enough team I can bench him. The annoying thing is it's game week 28, West Ham at home, Wolves away in 29. That's the annoying part because these are the fixtures I really want him for. Then it's Spurs at home, then Brighton away in 31. Like, the two really good fixtures I was getting excited about, he's going to not probably play in either of them. And that's problematic. That's not ideal. That's not what I wanted to happen. But I can't justify a -8 to move him. Like I've got Joao Pedro coming on for him, and Joao Pedro could be perfectly fine. So I just don't think there's upside there, to be honest. Even next week, right? So, like, Bruno's going to play Newcastle away and Mbeumo. I've got no problems with them playing away. Semenyo's got Nottingham Forest at home along with Haaland, Mateus Nunes. That looks really good midweek. Liverpool, obviously, away at Wolves. Bart Simpson is obviously going to get benched. Sanchez, I'm just going to throw my hat in the ring and hope he does something against Aston Villa away. Joao Pedro will come in. Gabriel will come in midweek as well. So, midweek, the team really doesn't need to transfer again. Like, I could just play Joao Pedro or Gabriel again for Wirtz and bench him again. The thing is there more upside in moving to someone else? Like, Brentford have Bournemouth away. So, like, part of the moves I would look at would be Dango or whatever. But, like, then maybe that's when Stack comes in, right? Like, because Leeds do have really good fixtures from next week onwards. Like, post the Man City game, they look really good on paper. I think they could be really good. So, I'm not sure. I'm really torn, but I don't think I need to move Wirtz for my own team this week. Like, he's not going to... The prices aren't going to change before the deadline passes. So for that reason, I probably don't have to worry too much about it. Thoughts on Garner and Rice to Szoboszlai and Wilson? I love the Wilson move. Don't like the Dirty Dom move. Dirty Dom will hold. No, I don't think so. Hey, Dean. Hey, buddy. Az took a -8 and bought 2 goalkeepers. Wow. Okay, that's different. The free transfer was Joao Pedro out for Thiago, by the way. Very nice. Thoughts to unit. Who to start? 2 out of Gabriel, Sarr, Garner. Thanks, mate. I'd probably start, in your case, Gabriel and Garner, if I'm being honest. Sanchez, Verbruggen, Virgil van Dijk, Gahey, Mukiele, Gabriel, Senesi, Rogers, Wilson, Rice, Bruno, Enzo, Ekitike, Haaland, Gooey. 3 free transfers, 0.0 suggestion. I'd get rid of Gooey and Enzo. Gooey, Enzo, and Mukiele. You've got 0.9 in the bank. I'd get Wilson in for Enzo. Oh, you've already got Wilson, sorry. I'd get Dango in for Wilson. Sorry, not Dango in for Wilson. Dango in for Enzo, sorry. That will give you 1 point something in the back. You can then, I would get Hill in for Mukiele because you haven't got Hill. And the third move, I'd move a Gooey. You won't need him this week, but DCL unit from next week onwards could be really good. I would say that's what I would probably do. Off the top of my head. Typical, crap luck with Wirtz getting injured. Would you bench him and in my team Rice would step in, or still bench him and move Rice onto the gone? Honestly, I'd just bench him. And I think... It's hard to know. Like, he wasn't very clear on how long the injury is. I think of a back, and I'm like, going, unless you fractured your back, you shouldn't miss more than a week. And he's already missed more than a week. So, like, what's actually wrong with him? There's got to be more to it that we're not being told, if that makes sense. Which is the frustrating bit about it. I'm ready now with a juicy wildcard Martinez, Keller, Bogle. Nice, gay. I like the Bogle move. Really like that. I love the goalkeepers. I think they are the two best goalkeepers to have on any wild card at the moment. Wilson, Dango, Bruno, Semenyo, DCL unit, Haaland, Thiago, captain. Let's roll. Yeah, I like it. I reckon you're locked and ready. I love the DCL unit as well. I think he'll be a great pick from next week onwards. When do you see that shot about us? I don't know. Why debate over just one of the cheap bids when you can have all three? Yeah, legit. That's right, Jack. You can. Dango or Gordon? I quite like the Gordon shout because I don't think anyone's going to go there, like unless you're Nightmare, and then you've gone there and you're going to, I don't know, is he going to captain him this week? I don't know. But either way, I think that Gordon could be a really good shout for sure. Card, Ben Ekitike. What? Well, ask the card. Ben Ekitike, yes or no? No. Would you chance a double Bournemouth defender this week, Senesi and Hill? I don't mind that shout, Sam. I really don't mind that shout. I think that if you were going to do it, this would be the week to do it. Sunderland at home is probably the best fixture for them because the Burnley game is away from home. So this would be the one. If you're going to do it, I'd do it. Bench boost to Bravke, Gahey, Krupi and Anderson. I reckon you can get a better bench boost than that later on. If you haven't already wildcard, let me know if you've wildcarded. If you've wildcarded, maybe that is the best you can get, but I'd be tempted to, yeah. Hey, Big D, flip-flopping on Wilson or Ryan, probably Captain Ryan if it comes in. If he comes in, sorry. I'm going to be biased. Harry Bloody Wilson's been amazing for me. I've owned him since he got that 16-pointer. He got 16 points in round 16. Then he's gone 2, which I took him out for round 17. I free hit it in 17. Then he got 5, 2, 6, 9, 2, 10, 2, 2, 2. I mean, he's been pretty poor prior to last week, but I did bench him against Man City and I benched him against Man United. So I can't really complain too much. I only had the one blank out of him. So I've got nothing bad to say. I think he's going to be great. The fixtures for Fulham arguably are the best of the next 4 game weeks. Spurs at home, which is at home, West Ham at home, Burnley at home, and Forest away. I just think that he's got the best 4 fixtures. The 3 of them are at home as well, which is massive. Confident Liverpool clean sheet because I just don't fancy anyone else to keep a clean sheet this week, to be honest. I think their fixtures for the next 4 look pretty good. West Ham at home, Wolves away, Spurs at home, Brighton away. I'd argue they're probably going to get 2 clean sheets out of 4 there. That's what I'm betting on, so I'm hoping it comes in. Really is frustrating, by the way, like you say, Liverpool's fixtures over 4 weeks. Forest, West Ham, well, yeah, exactly. He misses the good ones. I want him against West Ham. I want him against Wolves. He's going to miss the 2 best ones out of that lot. Having said that, though, Spurs might be a really easy fixture by the time they come around 3 weeks' time. Thoughts on selling Rice? I feel like he's got 0 attacking returns. He got 1 the other week in the double game week. He got an assist. He has dried up a little bit of late, I would agree. I think that's because the fixtures are getting a bit tougher for Arsenal at the moment. Playing to Captain Virgil, your thoughts, mate? I don't mind it. Honestly, I don't mind it. I think it's actually... He was stiff to miss out on the top 8 captains this week. Arsenal Cardiff Dirty Dom will become Clean Dom. Apparently, yes. Thiago Captain, I like it. Don't mind it. You won't hear me trying to dissuade you out of it. I saw a stat about Bogle had like 6 assists and 4 goals in Championship last season. And this season he's been doing pretty good for attacking turns as well. Yep, I would agree. Wildcarded already, so don't want to make... okay, yep. In that case, I would play bench boost. Do you think Sunderland might be a team to target now? Yes, particularly away from home. Even with their home form, they're on the bench. But yeah, they're definitely on the beach. With Mukiele out, the defence is going to be nowhere near as good as well. They've got no chances of being in a relegation scrap. They're miles away from it. Probably won't be top 8 either, I agree. How comes Gary's got so much in the bank and the most template team in history? Don't know. I don't know what he plans on doing with his money in the bank, to be honest. Palmer to Salah and Captain Salah. I mean, honestly, I feel like if you're in a position where you've got Palmer, that move looks appealing. I'm not going to sit there and say it's a bad move either, because in theory, it could absolutely bang. I just don't feel, for me, like, and I said this before the season started, there's one thing I've been dead right about this season, that's been Mo Salah and his drop-off. He has massively dropped off this season. Now, whether that's it's for a number of reasons. One, he's a year older. One, the team has been altered to fit a different style of player, and I think he's been kind of left out in the cold a bit. And three, I don't think he's overly happy at the moment playing for Liverpool. So I think when you combine all those three factors together, that's equated to the drop-off that we've seen. I just got to hear what's happening with Wirtz. He's out. He's just going to be stuck on he's going to be subbed off for Joao Pedro, most likely. You're locked on the captaincy D unit. Fairly locked. Not 100% locked, but fairly locked. Clean Dom is in. Captain Bruno versus Captain Wilson. I feel like I'm biased here, right? Because I'm a Man United fan. Having said that, though, Harry Bloody Wilson's been amazing for me. I'm going to defer to the card. Bruno versus Wilson captain. It's going with a Bruno captain. So, whatever in doubt, when I can't make a decision, defer to the card. Should I sell Raya to Kelleher for a -4? I don't think that move has the potential to make up a -4. Like, I've taken a hit right this week. So I've got rid of Chalobah for Virgil. I think, realistically, there should be a 4-point swing there. I don't think Chalobah's keeping a clean sheet, and I think Virgil is. So, based on that, that should cover the hit straight out the gate. And then the other move was obviously Bowen to Thiago. And you'd have to say that Bowen away at Liverpool, significantly harder fixture than Thiago away at Burnley. So, I feel like when you are going to take a hit, you've got to be pretty confident that the players that you're bringing in are going to outscore the players you're taking out. Sade or Sabozai Sade? Sade's no good. So this is a new stream, Dave. Yes, please. Yeah, if you've joined from the late mail, please smash a like on the stream. Helps get it out there. Yeah. I was just going to do the one stream. I tell you what, when we lagged at the beginning, I was like, should have just left it as one stream. Would have been fine. I was going to go for Sade instead of Dango on Wildcard, but remember, he has a discipline issue. The bloke is on like 6 yellows, 84. Yeah. FYI, Dirty Dom's got a bit of a disciplinary issue as well. If he ends up playing a right back, he gives away a yellow card almost every other game. I'm backing Gabriel. Chelsea ain't scored at the Emirates in a long time. I do know that. I saw that stat essay. It got me thinking. I just think that I'm going to back against it. Like, Gabriel, what's his ownership? He's got to be close to 50%. 42.6. I'm just going to bet against it. If it backfires, it backfires. If it goes big, it goes big. Someone says a high team value because it's a time traveler. True or false? True. Planning to captain Virgil, your thoughts? Yeah, I love it. I honestly, I weighed up captaining Virgil myself as well. Now, it is massively recency bias. He's obviously got 17 points and 11 the last 2 weeks. And before that, he got 0 against Man City, but that was Man City. He got 4 against Newcastle, 9 against Bournemouth. So the form over the last 5 has been pretty good. And the fixtures for the next 2, you would think there's high likelihood he goes pretty big as well. Munoz and Strand Larson and Virgil van Dijk and Thiago Ekitike for a -4. Yep. Think they're good moves. I mean, I took a -4 for literally Thiago and Virgil. So, yeah. What's good, dude? Would you do Verts to Mbumo Wilson for a -4 or just start Stack? Stack this week's probably going to get 4 points. Mbumo could be big. Wilson could be big as well. Honestly, I think I'd just start Stack. Peter, how are you, buddy? Good to see you in the chat. I hope you're good as well. And yes, I'm pretty good. I mean, I've done a lot of traveling the last 2 days. I've actually driven 12 hours over the last 28 hours. Literally been in the car for so long. My back is actually in pieces. Yo, bro, first time on the channel. Good to see you, buddy, and welcome. Have 3 free transfers. Sell Mukiele or Richards. You've got to sell Mukiele. He's not going to be playing That's would be the priority, I think. Even though I think Richards is also probably a sell at some point, I would definitely prioritise selling Mukiele. But should I take a -4 Timber to Virgil van Dijk to be safe? You could. Honestly, you could. I don't mind it. I did a -4 as well. Hopefully Gary can get FPL Ryan on the pubcast soon. I asked him a couple of days ago and he said, I said, you tell Jack, you tell Ryan, I sent him a message on X. A dude has not got back to me. I'm going to double check that now. I sent him a message like, I heard you do watch longs as well. My boys are keen for you to come on the channel. The dude hasn't sent me a message back. I'm just double checking. I'm talking. Yeah, he hasn't. I sent it 5 days ago. Now back from him. Come on, Ryan. If everyone in the world stopped sneezing, how long would it take you to realise that no one is sneezing anymore? Probably a lifetime. Just do Lewis Potter to O'Reilly or take a -4 and do Verts to Mbumo or maybe even stack for the long run. Honestly, I think both of them are really good. And honestly, I love a -4. I feel like there's more chances of me getting a green arrow if I'm on a hit this season. With the way that the game is this season and the fact that it's low scoring every single week, I feel like people are getting rewarded for hits. Like when I do that graphic for the late mail every week and I see all these people every single week that aren't me taking hits and getting green arrows, I'm like, that's got to be the way. It's really got to be the way. Boomer captain this week, also backing against Arsenal defence, like it. Too much travelling, do you not on the bench this week? No way, bro, has aired you. He always replies usually. I can message him on his deadline stream. Like, yeah, I sent him a message. I don't know if it's like because he doesn't follow me or whatever, but I've followed him and I thought he'd respond, but he has definitely not responded. I can tell you that much. I don't know if it's because he has to follow me as well, whatever it is. Either way, I've sent him a direct message, so you can tell him. D-Unit sent him a message. Sade Captain Hat-Trick is loading. I don't mind it. I don't mind that shout at all. Play 2 of Wilson, Dango and Rogers, currently benching Rogers. It's got to be Wilson and Dango, yeah. I think I'd go Wilson and Dango. I think Wilson's the best of the lot. I just think he's really good. I think he's really good. That's the best compliment I can ever play Fulham. Would you sell Rice this game week? I sold him last week. Or would you wait one more week? My transfers are Enzo, Kelly Rice to Wilson, Anderson, O'Reilly, Dango. I'd go Wilson, O'Reilly and Dango. And I'd probably do it this week. Captain Bruno or Thiago, I don't want to captain Haaland. I would go Bruno. That's what I'm going. I'm going vice captain Thiago, captain Bruno. I already asked the card as well, and the card agreed. Is it worth doing a -4 for Timber to Virgil van Dijk? Yes, I think he covers him by 4 points. Ryan is quiet because he got super... Jocks, how are you? Hey, D. How are you, buddy? I reckon Ryan's probably having a better year than me. I don't even know what rank he is, but I mean, at 1.12. I mean, I'm a good green arrow away from being inside the top mill. Finally, I just need a week where I need another one of those 100 weeks. I get one of them, I'm firmly inside the top 1 mil, and then I actually looked today, right? I'm only 93 points off the top 100k, which seems like a lot, but in reality, it's actually not. Which is exactly the same amount I'm behind Trig. And I said that I reckon I'm a pretty strong chance to catch him between now and the end of the season. So, I think it's doable. I'm very confident still I can do it. I mean, I started like an absolute sack of crap this year. I mean, last year I was inside the top 10k within like 17 game weeks. This year it's just been an absolute slog. I think the DC's just thrown me off. I've never quite... and the fact that the defenders I picked this year have just been horrendous. I picked the right defenders at the wrong time, and then I picked the wrong defenders at the right... I don't know. No, that doesn't make sense because I haven't done that either. I've just picked dud defenders in general. So I'm hoping the double Liverpool defence can turn it around. Will it? Probably not. Well, yeah, see, I said Ryan would be higher than me. Joao and Dango, or Virgil and Stack. It's got to be Virgil and Stack, Captain Jackie. I can't wait for the Wilson slagging when he only picks up 2 points this game. I honestly, Gold, he won't get any slagging out of me. I think he's still a really good shout anyway. Ryan's like 300 to 400k. That's pretty good. He's actually still in a pretty good shout for the season. Check this out. -12. White to Canade. Nice. Neto to Gordon. Nice. And Dye to Sabozlite. I wouldn't have done that. And Barry to Raul. 3 out of the 4. Big tick. Would you hold off on any of these or go for it? I'd do 3 of them. I would not do the Ndai to Sabozlai one. I think Ndai will be a lot better than Sabozlai. Yeah, even post this week. Colin, please. No, I need Wilson to go big. Start Cash or Tarkowski, or sell Tarkowski for Virgil van Dijk for -4. I'd start Cash. It's Wolves. I mean, you've got to start Cash against Wolves. If you're not starting Cash against Wolves, you're never starting him. Bro, if I use all my free transfers today, would I be able to get back up to 5 frees by the double game week? So today's 28, 29, 1, 30, 31, 32, 33, yes. Game week 33, you'll have 5 free transfers available if you use all your moves today. I'm 73 points behind number 1. 100% it is Onions. 100% it is. Hi, Buffy. Bruno versus Mbeumo for captain. This one is tight. I just think Man United are due a penalty. Now, Bruno's done now but against West Ham or Everton, right? He's had 2 blanks in a row, which is unusual. He only had 0.08 XGI against Everton, which is unbelievably low for him. In Mbeumo in comparison, now what I would say about this is, yes, Mbeumo's got a goal against Spurs. He got the assist against West Ham and Everton. Outside of those assists, he did next to nothing in those games. He should have probably scored against Everton. There was a half-decent XG chance there for him. But it's got to be Bruno. I just think Bruno's the one. But if you wanted to really, really chase rank, you could definitely go Captain and Mbeumo for sure. Do you think your hits are worth it every week, or do you do it for fun? I know I do. I don't do them if I don't think they're worth it. I've not bought in a player this season on a -4 that hasn't been a good player. That hasn't made sense. FYI, where is my rank history? Let's have a look. So the weeks where I've taken hits, that is the only week. So there's only 2 weeks. Game week 25, I took a hit and it didn't quite pay off. I went very close. I got a tiny, tiny red arrow. The only other week I took a hit that didn't work was because Ekatika hit the post rather than scored. Otherwise, it would have worked. That's how close that was. Again, it was a very small one. That was in game week. That was in game week 18. Game week 18, I took a hit. That's the only 2 times all season I've taken a hit and it hasn't been a green arrow. So I'm pretty confident in my ability to take him and it worked. Unlike Nightmare, where quite often a lot of his have come poorly off. I finished in the top 5K last year and I took about -48 in hits over the season. I've never been shy of a hit. I think if you can get the best team out there every week, you're probably going to make the hits back most weeks. And I don't look at it for the hit over the 3 or 4 week period. I look at it for the hit the week I make it. And then anything else post that is a bonus. So if I'm up on the transfers based on that, then that's what I'll do. Where are we at? Bournemouth 5-0 Sunderland. Fulham 2-1 Spurs. Swaying to Ryan. Bring in Wilson Tuesday. Don't mind it. I've not had a beer since 2015. I mean, 8:15 last night. Hit those like and sub buttons. Yes, thank you very much, Rob. Yeah, it's a slow road. See how we go. Should I do a -4 and change verts to someone else or play Mane against Villa? I feel like in your case, what's Mane's upside really against Villa? Like if he gets a return against Villa, it would be out of the blue. It wouldn't be. You wouldn't be banking on it. I feel like in that case, I feel like I'd do the hit. I really feel like I'd do the hit there. Just realised I've moved that up a little bit. Oh no, I've done it the wrong way now. Maybe that's fixing it. Let's see. That was the finger counting maths I needed. He should be back on the right wing this weekend, hopefully. Yep. Yeah, I think Mbumo on the right wing should be really good. I think his assist threat will massively go up there as well. Mbumo, I think Thiago's dual goal at least this week. Was thinking of Ryan, captain, super happy just to have him. Yeah, he's a great differential for sure, Dak. I'm going to go Mane to Thiago, Haaland to Gyökeres, Gay to Virgil, Garner to Sade, then get Saban. Nice. 0 City. Hide behind the sofa time. Happy days. I think Palace is significantly worse than... What? Worse than Palace. I think Palace is significantly worse than Palace. Worse than Leeds. Oh, okay. I just saw the comment on it. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. United are at home, City are away. Palace played a Thursday night and already looked. Yep, I agree. That's why I'm captaining Bruno. D, benching dilemma. My attackers, Sade, Gordon and Dye, Cunha, Ahmad, Watkins, Raul and Bowen. Bench one, please. It's Ahmad. I think Ahmad starts on the bench this weekend. I would be shocked if... Šeško deserves a start. Now, if Šeško gets a start, who's the easiest person to bench out of that front line? It's not going to be Mbumo. It's not going to be Bruno. It's either between Cunha and Ahmad. And my gut feel tells me it's Ahmad that gets on the bench. I would have went for the upside with O'Reilly instead of Gay on Wildcard if it wasn't for the fixture congestion. Yeah, exactly. I have O'Reilly, Semenyo, Haaland, Strand, Larson, Rice, and Gabriel and Mukiel injured and no free transfers. What should I do for Gameweek 31? It's a good question. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. No free transfers. You've got 3 transfers between now. 4 transfers. So 29, 30, 30. No, you've got 3. You've got to use a transfer every single week on those players. And you're going to take a -4 probably to field a team, which I think is perfectly fine. Can you please get off my Ryan train? Why no love for Gordon? You predict Everton score 3. Newcastle score 3 goals. He's my captain. Nightmares storytelling convinced me. I quite like my midfield. That's why there's no love for Gordon. I'm a Man United fan, and I think Bruno and Mbumo, I can't see me selling either of them the rest of the season. I'm just looking at their fixtures now. Like, they don't have a hard fixture for the rest of the season. They're going to be in my team through game week 38. And Mbumo and Bruno, unless like the double game week falls weirdly and it's not worth having United assets, that's the only world where I don't have them in my team. And then Semenyo, I think, is by far the best City midfielder. Wilson is definitely the best cheap midfielder in the game for me at this moment in time. I bought him at 5.2. I have no interest in selling him anytime soon. And then that just leaves the Wirtz spot. And I quite liked having Wirtz, but you're right. Maybe Wirtz might become Gordon. But it won't be this week. But that's the position. That's the one midfield position where I'm like, I'm open to trying something a bit wacky there to make up some points and chase the fixture play. So like, I am definitely open to that 100%. Is there any transfers I should do? Not this week. Oh, actually, you could get rid of Strand Larson this week. You get DCL unit in preparation for next week. That's what I'd do. With Strand Larson, I'd 100% get DCL unit at his price point. That's a very easy transfer. Outside of that, O'Reilly, Semenyo and Haaland, you want to play them all this week. Rice is fine this week. Gabriel's probably fine. Mukiele's the other one that's obviously injured. Depends on how much team value you got tied up in Mukiele, whether you want to keep him or not. Took out Enzo and Wirtz for Sade and Ryan. Don't mind it. It's pretty good 2 moves. Should I start Creepy Jr. or Joao? That's a tough one. Joao's got Everton at home. Everton are better away from home. I feel like Everton score. I don't know how they're going to score. I just feel like they might score. And Newcastle aren't very good at defending. So I feel like Everton might score. But Joao's got the upside of being good in the air. I think Creepy Jr. is probably where I'd go. If it was me. It is the early kickoff though. Oh, that's such a tough one. It's a real... let's ask the card. Creepy Jr. versus Joao. Card reckons Joao. There you go. I'm on the Ryan train. Choo choo. One striker replace Havertz. Already have Thiago and Haaland. Havertz is about the same price as Joao Pedro. I wouldn't get Joao Pedro if I was buying now, though. Honestly, the DCL unit, I keep looking at the fixtures, and I know what the Leeds fixtures are after this week. I think I'd buy a DCL unit. I think he's going to be really good in the stretch home. Sheep are pooing their pants with all the midfield captain picks this week. Yeah, legit. Did you notice Semenyo's position last game? Feel like he's not as appealing if he remains as an 8. I don't think he plays there many weeks. I'd be shocked. He didn't affect the game there, and I feel like Pep will wake up to that, hopefully. You never know with Pep, though, because he does do some weird stuff. Raya, Munoz, Hill, Gay, O'Reilly, Dango, Rice, Rogers, Bruno, Fernandes, Vice Captain, Joao Pedro, Haaland, Captain, Dubravka, Gabriel, Enzo, Bowen. Looks pretty good to me. I can't fault that. Really can't fault that. I do have a lot of Mukiele. I bought him 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, I'd sell him. Yeah, I'd sell Mukiele. You could get Hill in for him probably. Maguire going up in price today. Don't delay. That's hilarious. I love it. DCL is on my bench at the moment. Wouldn't mind, to be honest, if he wiped out the City clean sheet because of ownership wise, and I have Gay on the bench as well. Fair. Have you created a team badge to join the Adobe spreadsheet? Yes, it's there. Oh, you can't see it, but I've created one. I'll be in it. Double pivot. How are you, Shane? How are you, mate? Early kickoff don't count with Friday game. Have a good night, peeps. Yes. Why is everyone taking out Timber? I don't get it. Because of Virgil. That's why. It's a sheep move, but I do think it's an intelligent move. And I don't like Liverpool, but I think it's a smart move. What players do you reckon get the biggest price rise falls at the start of next season? Penalty takers will go through the roof next season. There will be no penalty takers under 6 mil. I reckon. There'll be no penalty takers under 6 mil. I think there's going to be more price falls than price rises. Like, you can't justify Saka starting the season 4 million more than Declan Rice. I don't know how they're going to do the pricing next year. If the DC stays in, good luck to them, because I had no idea how they're going to do it. No idea how they're going to do it, but it'll be interesting to watch. Haaland versus Bruno Fernandes captaincy card call. Yeah, it already called Bruno Fernandes, which is why I've got Bruno captain. I think I'm the only one without a cheap midfielder. Am I the idiot? No. I actually, if there was 5 big midfielders to spend up on, I'd spend up. Like, I've got the team value to do it. Just don't think I can't justify anyone else is better than Wilson at the moment. Who should I captain this week? Have you got a top 3? Yes. My top 3 this week, Bruno, Thiago, and Haaland. And I've ranked them in that order. Haaland's the 3rd. Sheep Central, Timber gets a return this week. Return on the bench. For me, I was not going to be starting Timber anyway, so it was an easy sell for me. He was going to be on the bench, so I just rolled into someone I thought was better. The sheep. Bruno will be 10.5. Gabriel 7.5. Yeah, probably. Who are you captaining? I don't think there's a strong chance that Bruno isn't even at Man United next season. I reckon he might get sold in the summer. Bruno. I don't get why Haaland cap his last week. Don't cap him versus the crap Leeds. That's a really good point, Shane. A really good point. I can tell you why. Because if they were like me and they triple captained Haaland against Leeds the first time round, you're not doing it again the second time round. That's the only reason why I'm not contemplating it. I'm playing Timber 4 at the back. Ennis will be reclassified around 7.5. Yeah. Do say falls of Shane in the chat. It's a running video he does. My rank is terrible, so I'm backing Salah over Haaland for the rest of the season. Surely has a few good weeks. You'd like to hope so. If you exclude Bruno, Rogers, Semenyo and Gordon, if you could buy one midfielder to carry you to game week 33 and potentially beyond, and money or team was an issue, which midfielder would you sign and why? Game week 33. All right, sorry, folks. I have to look at the fixtures for this. 33. What did you say? Morgan Rogers was an issue? No, if you exclude Rogers, okay. It's either Dango or Shardo. I mean, Burnley away, Bournemouth away, Wolves at home, Leeds away, Everton at home, Fulham at home. Through to the end of game week 33, Brentford's fixtures are probably the best for a cheap midfielder. I don't have any faith in Liverpool. It would be Wirtz, but Wirtz is not fit, so he's not an option. I mean, Forest's fixtures are pretty good through to 33 as well. But the only answer you'd go with there is Elliot Anderson. I just don't think that he's got high upside in him. So I'm going to stick my neck out and say that out of those options, based on the fixtures through to the end of game week 33, actually, Wilson might beat him. It might be Wilson, Brentford away is not a red fixture. I got turned off by the colour there. That's incorrect. That's not a red fixture. Liverpool away is not a red fixture either. I think it's Wilson. I think it's Wilson followed by a Brentford mid. But it's pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. That's what I'd be going with, I think. I reckon. Fernandez and me, Shane still debating though. Rob Tuff, same power. Timber is so high up. Yeah, I don't know. I think Timber's an issue I needed to sell anyway between now and 31. I've just got rid of him. Would you captain Salah if you had him? No. I'd still captain Bruno. Why do you feel you've been playing up the Liverpool defence and cliche to put the curse on him? No idea. No idea. I mean, I bought him in myself. I'm kind of hoping that they keep a clean sheet. But I wouldn't be surprised if I've cursed him now. Last week, I'm feeling Thiago. Thiago looks really good. There's a lot of... Burnley are definitely due a battering as well. Best back five right now and best midfield. The best back five... It's got to be Hill as the cheap enabler. Hill, Gabriel, a Liverpool defender, a City defender, and then a double up on one of them. I'd pick O'Reilly if I was buying new for Man City. Liverpool... I mean, I bought Canade before I bought Virgil. So I don't think there's much between them. They've both kept the exact same amount of DC points this season. The only difference is Virgil's got an extra goal and an extra assist. That's it. There's now in it. Absolutely now in it. Start Anderson or it's got to be Tarkowski. I just don't rate Anderson. Sorry. And Boomer. Yes, and Boomer. I forgot about that. Oh, Rob, thank you. Yes. He didn't mention that. He just said remove Bruno. No Bruno, no Rogers, no Semenyo, no Gordon. Yeah, Brian and Boomer. If money's no issue, Brian and Bumo 100%. I didn't realise that Bumo wasn't excluded then. 100%. I'm doing a nightmare. I'm backing in my boys. I like it, Andrew. Yes, join the WhatsApp group as Ray says. It's free. We don't charge you money for it either. And yeah, hit the like and sub button, please. I'm highly tempted to do Rice to Dango and Alderete to Virgil. I'm starting Gabriel to Joao and Hill, so don't think I need the Virgil move this week. Yeah, I agree. You definitely don't need it. I think you can get away with it this week. Expect an investigative question of why you want to join the group too. Yeah, you actually get a message from me. Direct message from me asking you why you're joining. It's just to make sure you're joining for FPL purposes and not to try and sell random stuff. I was going to bring in Virgil van Dijk, but now Vert's out. I'm leaving it. Fair. Apparently Vert's back injury is more serious. He's worth holding on to. I'm probably going to sell him. I'm just not going to sell him today because I'd be a minus 8 if I sold him today. And I don't need to sell him this week. I don't think, anyway. Stack. Yeah, Stack could be really good. You're right, Colm. When are you selling Haaland? I'm not. I have no intention of selling Haaland this season. Since I bought him. The reason why is the other forwards are crap. That's the reason why. I mean, you can make a case. I mean, it does depend. If Man City don't double in 33, you can make a case you could sell him that week for someone else. And free hit him back in for Burnley in 34. That's definitely an issue. That's definitely something you could do. And then because the fixtures post then, Everton away, Brentford at home, Bournemouth away, Aston Villa at home. They're not amazing fixtures. So I definitely could see a world where if Man City don't double, I might remove him on Wildcard. But again, it comes down to those fixtures. Who's got the good fixture where you're going to be able to bank the forward in to score points? I mean, my team value is way more than most other people's out there. I'm on like 108 point, what is it, 6 million, 108.7 mil? Like, I don't need the money. I could just sell it in a bunch of other players, and then who am I going to bring in? Like, what am I going to do with it? But yeah, I normally would be way ahead. You're right, Mahanj, but I don't see a world where it's worth taking him out at the moment. Wilson is the bee stinger. Ryan versus Wilson. For me, it's Wilson. Which three players will be randomly rested this week? Good bloody question. Oh yeah, and Boomo over Salah all day long. 100%. And Boomo's got no Europe, 1 game a week. Not going to get any rotation. Yes, he's not on penalties, but he's playing in a far better attack than what Liverpool's is this season. Bullet header incoming for Virgil van Dijk. I hope so. On the fence, keep Bowen or sell to Thiago for a hit. I did that exact move for a hit, so I'd do it. I'd do the move. Investigative question, wait until you get to Yoda. That's true. Gameweek 35, Haaland and Gyökeres. I'll be there, though. Yeah, fair. I don't mind that. I actually don't mind that. That's not a bad shout. Yeah, that's the problem. If there were more reliable striker options, it'd be so much easier to ditch him. Like, I feel like people will say, they go, oh, you can have Ekitike this week instead of Joao Pedro or Haaland. I think Ekitike is not very good without Wirtz. I've watched a lot of Liverpool without Wirtz in that team, and Ekitike's numbers nosedive without him. He's nowhere near as good. They've got a really, really good connection. It's a bit like when Wirtz is playing and Ekitike's not. He doesn't do anything. So I think that's going to be a negative impact for Liverpool's attack. That's my gut feel anyway. Keeping my eyes on Harry. Thoughts on Verbruggen, Gabriel, Timber, O'Reilly, Senesi, Dirty, Dom. Looks pretty good. I mean, I'm playing Bart Simpson as well. He better bloody well show up this week. Come on, Brighton. Yep. I'm dangerously close to taking a 5-week punt on Gordon. Looks good. Playing up from Volta Baltimore have drawn. Yes, Visser is back. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. I think that there is huge upside there. He's on penalties, and like, I own him in UCL. And in UCL, he's banging. I can't say a bad thing about Anthony Gordon. In the UEFA Champions League, I captained him the other week for 48 points. The dude has got a ceiling. That's stupidly good. Thoughts on Bruno captain, don't mind it. If you want to go a little bit differential away from the Bruno captainers, don't mind it at all. Do you think Canado is a big step down from Van Dijk? No. There's nothing in him. Actually, I could tell you the stats here. Hold on. So Virgil van Dijk has got the exact same number of DCs in games. So he's got, I think, 11 times now. Canade's also got it in 11 different games this season. The numbers are 9.56 DC per 90, which is for Virgil, compared to Canade, which is 9.22. So there's 0.3 DC in it between them. In terms of attacking threat, based on numbers alone, there's 0.02 in it. There's not much in it at all. At all. I think Virgil's actually been booked more than Canade. And he's played an extra game. But that was because of personal reasons why Canade missed a game. So yeah, I don't know. That's just my gut feel anyway. Investigative question. Which player would you have in your team? Anderson, Szoboszlai or Dalot? Dalot. Those tweets about Ekitike's head shape hilarious, not going to lie. Morning D. Morning Muppet. Bench Canade or JP? You've got to bench JP. I mean, I've only benched JP because I thought Wirtz was going to make it. He's not going to make it, so JP's going to come on for my team. For me, it was JP versus Gabriel because they're playing each other, so one of them had to be on the bench. Dalot captain? Probably not. I mean, in fairness, he might actually go all right against Crystal Palace. Are Palace going to score at Old Trafford? I was surprised that Man United's odds of a clean sheet are not high this week. I think there's a high likelihood they keep a clean sheet. Dalot could easily get an attacking return as well. What are we doing about Wirtz? I'm going to sell him probably post the deadline. Yeah, I'm probably going to sell him post the deadline. That reminds me. Hold on. Who could I buy him for? Hold on. Where are we at? So I could. What I'm thinking. I need to see these fixtures again really quickly. Fixtures. Gameweek 29, midweek. So Bournemouth have got Brentford. Wolves have Liverpool. I would love a Liverpool attacker. I just think if it's not Wirtz, I don't want any of them. I struggle to see wanting to own one of them without him. Fulham have got West Ham midweek. That's pretty good. Nice turnaround there too. Newcastle got Man United. Now, I don't mind the Gordon shout against Man United, you know. That could be a good move. I also don't mind... I also don't mind a Morgan Rogers shout. Because money's not an issue, because Wirtz is obviously... I'm going to be able to sell him for 8.2. I bought him at 8. He's gone up to 8.4. Selling price 8.2. So money's not an issue there. It's just a matter of what I want to do with it, really, more than anything else. Buy O'Reilly or Virgil van Dijk. I would buy Virgil just because of the fact he's definitely got a fixture definitely happening in 31. Outside of that, I think it's very, very close. If Man City went to blank in 31, I think O'Reilly's a better pick than Virgil. Elliot Anderson, 7 shots in the last 2 games. I don't think that Elliot Anderson having 7 shots is sustainable in that midfield role. I just think Mbumo's... even if Mbumo loses his place to Šeško and Mbumo goes out to the right, I just think about last season. Where was Mbumo the best? When he was on the right for Brentford. I think either of those positions, he just looks really good. And his numbers are through the roof. Like non-penalty numbers this season. For the season. 0.36 expected goals, 0.19 expected assists for a combination of 0.55 XGI per 90. He's literally averaging over 1 attacking return every 2 games. And he's not on penalties. I mean, that's just... I don't think you're going to get better than that, to be honest. I still think about Salah, yeah. Dundergaard, yeah, I quite like the Gordon punt. Not going to lie. Wirtz to Gordon means I can do a few other things. Like a few other things. How much money I got back? 0.2. Wirtz to Gordon gives me an extra 1 million. 1.2 on a Joao Pedro does not get me to Ekitike. Either way, I don't think I want Ekitike now that old mate's out. I really fancy a DCL punt. I really fancy a DCL unit punt next week. I don't know why. I just feel like it could be high risk, high reward. Anderson move long term. Why are people rolling transfers in a double game week? Will I really regret not having any if I already play my wildcard? Honestly, rolling transfers... This is the wrong channel for someone to tell you to roll your transfer. Actually, that's a lie. I actually rolled up to 4 transfers earlier this season. That was the first time I've ever gone anywhere near 5. I just don't do it. I'm not that kind of manager. I like making moves most weeks. Even for hits most weeks. It's just the way I play. You're never going to get me telling you to roll a transfer. I'm like, just make your team better every week. I'm still thinking about Salah very deeply. Don't think he's showing much. Only hit 1 XG this season. Yeah, that's not ideal, is it? Is there a pubcast this weekend? Yes, tomorrow night there'll be a lock-in post the Man City Leeds game. Leeds-Man City game, sorry. Thinking about Salah, then think, Not going to lie, my team this week looks amazing. 10-point rating coming. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Dunder, about my own team. Name, you've convinced me on Gordon. He's my captain. Oh, happy days. Hey, D, already done Chalobah to Virgil. Nice, that was my move this week. Considering -8 to get O'Reilly and Dango for Munoz and Sarr this week. Wirtz and Mukiele injuries complicates things though. What do you think? Yeah, so if you do them, you're probably going to just bench Wirtz and Mukiele, which I think is fine, and you can move them out the next couple of weeks. So yeah. No, I'm going to go Bruno captain. I'm very confident on the Bruno captain. There'll be no pissing around here. There'll be no drama like other people try to manufacture drama. FYI, last season I felt like my streams are a lot more dramatic because of the fact that, I don't know why, I feel like this year, having done it 1 year, I now know what I'm doing on these streams, whereas last season I was fumbling my way through it. normally in a panic to get the stream ready and then just not really thinking about my team and then just making Hail Mary moves on the deadline stream. Would have been probably much more entertaining viewing, but this year I feel like I'm a lot more switched on. You were supposed to talk me out of it. AD, lost the bet. Got to captain Rogers or Watkins. Which one would you go for? This week I'd go Rogers. He plays 90 minutes. Yeah, I'd captain Rogers based off that. Play Pickford or Dubravka? I'd play Dubravka. Newcastle always have a mare in them at home. So I'd play Pickford, sorry. What am I on about? Play Pickford. He could easily save a penalty as well, you know. After this week, Leeds have the best fixtures until the end of the season. Yet, what Nightmare said. Like, it's no joke. They are really good fixtures. Very satisfied with the Arsenal draw in the Champions League. The semi between Arsenal and Barca. It'd be absolute cinema if everything goes to plan, of course. Yeah, true. Very, very true. You're going to bring in DBL for the injured Robbie. DCL. Nice. Hey, music, how are you? Woke up at 3:30 a.m. to watch my country lose to England straight till an FPLD. That's good. Do you watch the cricket? What's the cricket on? I mean, did New Zealand just lose to England? I'm assuming it's the cricket or the rugby. It must be the cricket. Because otherwise you wouldn't be waking up at 3:30 in the morning because the rugby's in Australia. Who are you selling Verts for? Leading Sade. I don't know. I will sell Verts before the deadline for Gameweek 29. Who that is to is a mystery at this moment in time, even to me. I've got a few different ideas about what I want to do, but then I don't know. It depends. It depends on what formation I want to play, I suppose, and what I do with that move. Otherwise, it might be Kelly. I might sell Kelly instead and just give Verts an extra week. I just think that Verts against Spurs at home in 30 could be really good. So I kind of want to just keep him for an extra week to see what happens, if that makes sense. If I move Verts on for Gordon, who do I bench in Gordon, Fernandez, Wilson, Ryan, or Rice? Rice. Has to be Rice. Gordon captain this week. Wish me luck. Wish you luck, buddy. With Verts out, do I play Bowen or Ballard? Considering I have double Liverpool defence, I'd play Ballard. Okay, Gordon is in my 11 this week. Keller, Virgil, O'Reilly, Joao, Bruno, Gordon, Wilson, Robot. I mean, that's a pretty good lineup. That's a pretty good 11 this week, you'd think. Well, you'd like to hope so anyway, wouldn't you? City versus Madrid was always going to happen. Of course, always. Courtois even said it earlier in the week, but wait for his milking that money for the views. 100%. They know that Man City are getting relegated next season when Pep leaves. So they've got to make sure they get the big clashes up before it happens, eh? 43 runs off the last 3 overs. Oh, no good. Who bowls a part-time? Mate, yeah, some of those. I mean, all you have to do is look at what Australia took over there, because I was watching it. I thought it was quite funny. Steve Smith didn't go out with a team, and he was by far, outside of Mitch Marsh, the best batter in the BBL this summer. And the dude he didn't even play a minute. I don't know what the selectors are doing in T20, but they've got no idea in Australia. This FPL figure's given me emotional fatigue. Got me overthinking. I want to get a replacement for Verts, but I'm just not sure who. I'm going to cricket. Give me a Vindaloo, and I always get the runs. Who do you think is the best replacement for Sanchez, Keller or Petrovic? I actually think the best replacement for Sanchez is probably Alisson Becker. I think that he's actually the best goalkeeper replacement. I know you've got to pay up for him. I've just got a sneaky suspicion that he's the best for like the longest period of time, if that makes sense. Great this show out. Honestly, it's great. I've got no complaints. I feel it was quite funny, to be honest. I can't help thinking how bad Spurs are, so captaining Wilson it is. Honestly, that thought has crossed my mind more than once this week, XTP. My transfers this week were Palmer, Enzo, and Timber to Salah, Dango, Hill. Good transfers, Salah, I reckon. Yeah, the Salah one, it's a gamble, right? But it could massively pay off. Not today. I'm not selling Verts today. Verts is going to stay there to pass the deadline. Evening. Do I play Sheshko, JP, or Senesi? For Jack Johnson. I love that name, Jack Johnson. What a name. I'm biased here, but I'm going to say I'd play Šeško. That dude's in just such good form. I don't even think it matters if he starts on the bench. I think he's more than capable of getting a goal in 20 minutes, in 10 minutes, in 5 minutes, in 90 minutes. I think he scores. Bench one of Gabriel, Hill, or Elliot Anderson this week. It's got to be... I feel like I benched Gabriel out of those three. Captain Wilson or Dango, chasing 100 points. Wilson. Add a minus to Salah. That's fair. That's fair. That's very fair. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Joao Pedro. I really wonder if I've got that right. I just think Chelsea sneak a goal at Arsenal. I mean, the ownership is a little bit skewy, right? Like, Joao Pedro is 46% owned, but I'm pretty sure the majority of the 46% are behind me. Whereas Gabriel, his ownership is probably mostly in front of me. So I'm like kind of taking a proper gamble here that I'm getting it right. Because Joao Pedro, he was 81% owned last week at my rank. Gabriel's only 70. Okay, that's interesting. I thought it would have been the other way around. Oh, but then a lot of people probably captained Joao Pedro last week, which is why his ownership would have been higher. Yeah, because in the top 10K, Gabriel's 92%, Joao Pedro's only 74. Or was that 24? 74, 24. So yeah, I think I'm going to lean with Joao Pedro being first bench for Verts. Yeah, I'm going for that reason. I'm literally playing the ownership battle. And I just think the one thing Chelsea have been doing, that Chelsea are the most, they've created the most XG in the Premier League this season. Like, they are, in theory, based on the underlying numbers, the best attack in the league. So I'm going to back him to score at least one goal. And I'm just hoping it's Joao Pedro that scores it. I've already taken a hit this week, Jojo. So I took a hit for Virgil, in for Chalobah, and Bowen out for Thiago. So yeah, already taken the hit. So what was the press conference news? I only saw Verts is out. You should see it above my head. I think I've whacked it on there this week. Should rotate above my head very soon. Essentially, the only news I didn't get was Crystal Palace, but Lacroix played overnight, so you'd imagine he's probably going to be fine. And the only other news that I didn't get to see was Nottingham Forest. Their press conference hadn't happened as when I was putting it together. Palmer to Saka. Yeah, don't mind that. D-Unit, what's going on, Alan? Rice and Mukele to either Virgil van Dijk and Harry Wilson or Mbumo and a cheap bencher. Loving the stream. I would, in your case, I would 100% do Virgil and Wilson. I just think that's a much higher upside move. I think a few of us will have the right thought process but end up with just the wrong outcome. I say, yeah, legit, Cole, mate, this season I've sat there. Most weeks I'm very confident about how the team's going to go. And then some weeks I just sit there and go, it just ain't right here, is it? like last week, for example, 23 points on the bench. I mean, and the one bloke that came off the bench was the one that got injured and lasted 10 minutes. And then everyone else got 7, 8, 9 points on the bench. Just summed it up, really. Summed it up. All you can do is smile and have a little giggle at it. What is your advice for chasing rank from 2.8, mate? Pick differentials. Depending on what your target is, if your target is to get inside like the top mill, you probably don't need to go too crazy. If you want to go any higher than that, you just need to sit there. If there is a player owned 30% above, you probably don't want them because they're not going to do much for you. But yeah, you've got to play really carefree, if that makes sense. JP will be 20-25% effective ownership this week. He will be on a lot. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Dunder. So I'm thinking that I'm going to back it in and hope for the best. Start going for next season. 55-minute deadline warning. Yeah, Fulham should sign Hwang today. Oh, mate, how good was it? I know that there's a few people in here that have been playing footy with me, But when Huang scored today against Avi, I was like, get in. I was like, I've been waiting for that goal all season. It took bloody till the 9th game of the season for it to happen. But it eventually happened, and Huang dominated. So Huang, well done to Huang. He's the Bruno replacement. All about punting from now on, in my opinion, fans. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Bateman just said. 100%. 100%. That's why I was like going, I think, based on last week, Haaland was still the most captain player. That's why I'm going Bruno, because I think that he will still be actually, let's do a poll. Let's see who everyone's bloody captaining here. Who are you captaining? I'm going to put who I believe are the top 3. And if you're captaining someone else, just write it in the chat. And where's the last one? Oh, I didn't even put it someone else. You idiot. Hold on. Got to end that. Oh, mate. That's shameful. What a pathetic effort. Oh, look, Haaland, 67%. Wow, that took off quickly, didn't it? All right. Didn't even leave an option there for someone else. Hold on. All right, there we go. Someone else. Put that one first. Someone else. Bruno Fernandes. Haaland. And I feel like Thiago might actually be quite popular. I don't know why. I just feel like he might be quite popular. Start Joachim Anderson versus Spurs or Alderete versus Bournemouth. Love the car. Honestly, Tam, I'm not going to lie. I'm picking Alderete just because his name's not Joachim Anderson. I can't do it. I can't recommend him. Huang, King of the Wolves. I might as well music. Versus injured, yes, he is Game of Fanatics. He's just going to sub off. I'm not moving him today. Someone else is actually really high. I'm very intrigued by it. Someone else is winning. What the hell's going on here? If you're writing someone else, please write in the comments in the chat who you're captaining. Simon, how are you, buddy? Martinez or Keller? I feel like Martinez might actually keep more clean sheets. The fixtures, I think, in theory, are better for Brentford and Kelleher. I just think that the Villa defence is going to be slightly more efficient at keeping clean sheets. That's my gut feel. Anyway. Dominique. Hi, mate. Who would you buy out of Konza and Hill? I already have Senesi and I already have... I'd probably go Konza and split the difference. I don't think I'd want to double up on on Bournemouth defence. West Ham will score. Yeah, maybe they probably. Well, in fairness, I'm not gonna lie. If West Ham score, I'm not going to be even mad. I'm actually going to enjoy it. Like, I'm a Man United fan. If Liverpool concede a goal and I get no FPL points, but I get to watch them suffer a loss, I'm all for it. Because my missus supports West Ham, so either way, I'd be very happy with that outcome. If my players suck, but West Ham win, happy days. The Gary knows. He does. For Bruggen or Kelleher, this week you'd have to play Kelleher if those are your two goalkeepers, I would think. Wilson, no jokes, way back in the second season of the Singapore Premier League, one of the teams had Go, Tay and Pook in midfield. That's brilliant. DCL unit captain, baby. Next week, I'm there. Gordon captain, yeah, that could be pretty good this week. Wilson, Semenyo captain for me. Yeah, Semenyo actually is not a bad shout. Should I bench Bruce for Fwank? Yes, I think you should. O'Reilly captain, maybe, in hopes of... Honestly, O'Reilly captain, it depends on how much you think the chances are of Man City keeping a clean sheet. Now, if you think they're pretty good against Leeds and he gets any kind of attacking return, he's already on 10 points. Like, already on 10 points, especially if he's playing closer to goal as well, like he has been the last couple of weeks. He's got huge upside. Huge upside. He could easily get you that 15-pointer or whatever. No word of a lie. So when your captain, FPL Focal's 8K overall rank and is captaining Haaland, mate. Oh, mate. I wonder what Andy's doing inside the top 1,000. I just think back to what I did last year when I was in that position. I chased it. I went completely different chip strategy to the mainstream because I wanted to put myself in a chance of winning the entire game. And I was at one point I was within 100 points of winning it around like game week 31. So I wasn't miles off. It's just unfortunately the strategy I went for didn't do what I was hoping it would do. And unfortunately the blank game week 34 free hit last season was just stupidly overpowered. All the players that people bought just all banged on the 1 week, and it was just like, yeah, there went the chance of winning it last year with that one pretty much game week. Start Vandenberg or Anderson? Vandenberg. I'm banking on O'Reilly as my captain too. Nice. Didn't Foden get 1 billion points versus Leeds earlier this season? Yeah, he did. He did. That was the week where he got 2 goals, wasn't it? He either scored and got like 12 points that game because he got defensive contributions. It was one of the week where he scored 2 goals. Yeah, he had a big week. He did. That was weak because I was sitting there. I was like, I triple captain Haaland, and I was like, a lot of me wanted to triple captain Foden. If it wasn't for the previous Foden blanks, I would have triple captain Foden, and my God, should have, because it would have been absolutely legendary. He got 15 points that week, I remember now. O'Reilly captain next week against Forest. Yeah, I can't see Forest doing anything to Man City, to be honest. I might go O'Reilly captain next week, but I think Leeds will score 1 at home. That is the thing. Like, it is an away game, and Leeds scored at the Etihad Stadium, so they can trouble City. I was top 1K overall and captain Berardiz at double game week against 108. Yeah, see, that's it. I was like, I feel like you're either... I feel like a lot of them just plays that have a good rank. Like, I always come back down to, if I'm not winning something, I really couldn't care if I finish second, unless there's prizes actually for finishing second, then I'd probably care about it. Like, I think the top 20 win prizes in Premier League, I can't remember, or something like that. But in reality, if I'm not finishing in those places, I couldn't really give a toss where I finish, as long as I've tried to have as much fun as possible. And unfortunately, the game this season just hasn't been full of fun. It's been filled with a lot of rubbish. Like, DC is just rubbish. And the fact they can't count it is just horrendous. How they've got something in a game where they can't actually regularly count it correctly. That's the most frustrating thing, I think. My bench is Pope, King, Gordon Ramsay. Love it. I know Wilson is a good pick, but I really want to punt on Gordon. I feel like the upside is there, but do you think I could get a huge kick in the nads? I don't think it'd be that bad. I think Gordon returns over the next 4 to 5 weeks. So I wouldn't be too worried about it, Kalsu. Wilson, I do expect to consistently return. I think the fixtures are definitely there for Wilson, and he has done well in the easier fixtures this season. Like, against Burnley, he got 16 points, like, the first time round, and that was away. The second time round in 31, he's at home. But, like, you could easily just buy Wilson for game week 31, and you could definitely match him with Gordon, maybe even beat him over the next 28, 29, 30 before 31. So it's definitely something you could do, for sure. Definitely. I think. Anyway. The Gary pronounced DCL unit's name correctly once. He said it wrong every time, so I'm DCL unit captain until the end of the season. And Cody's going to be talking about bringing in the... Mate, the DCL unit is going to... I mean, I'm pretty confident he's going to bang. I really want to bring him back in so I can put that graphic back on my team selection. I can put myself back on the team selection. I just hope he doesn't crumble under the pressure. I hope he doesn't crumble under the pressure. My view was that I'd never be in that position against that. Yeah, exactly. That's what my point was last season. I couldn't believe I was inside the top one. I was in a holiday at snowbombing literally a month from this time now. And I remember we were watching, there was a midweek game week, and I only put 2 videos out that week because of the fact that my voice was gone. I literally couldn't record because I wouldn't have had any voice to actually record with. That, I feel like I was out. We were at Bongo's Bingo, and then we went a party afterwards. And by the time it finished, and the game week had finished, I was like, boys, I'm inside the top 1K, and we've got 7 weeks left. I'm within 100 points of winning the thing. I was like, it's possible. Yeah, I think you've really got to just throw caution to the wind. Mess that up. I was thinking about bringing in DCL for Bowen. Don't mind it. I think this week, realistically, is he going to score against Man City? The odds are probably suggesting probably not. But post this week, the fixtures look incredible for Leeds. Like, he looks like a fantastic transfer in post this week for sure. Take a hit probably to Ekitike to play Ekitike instead of Timber. That's a tough one. Why is that a tough one? Because I did think about, so before obviously Verts became an issue, I obviously moved Bowen to Thiago and Chalobah to Virgil. I was probably going to do those moves regardless of what happened with Verts. But I had weighed up, instead of bringing in Virgil and leaving Chalobah and actually doing Joao Pedro instead of that move to Ekitike. But that was based on Verts being able to play. Because I really think strongly, based off what the games I've watched of Liverpool this season, that they don't play anywhere near as well when Ekitike is there and there's no Verts. That's just what I've viewed. Now, I'm not a Liverpool fan. Liverpool fans might be able to say I'm absolutely barking mad. But the games I've watched, Ekitike has looked a hell of a lot better when Verts has been playing, and it looks significantly worse when he hasn't been playing. That's just my read of what I've watched when I've watched Liverpool. Watch DCL going to go large. I think the Gary should not be allowed to mention him at all and defo not be allowed to transfer him. I agree. Calvert, Llewellyn Bowen. I can't believe he said that. Like, how do you say Llewellyn? Like, it looks like Lewin. How did he get to Llewellyn? Ekitike was a transfer in until Verts got injured. Exactly yeah. Let's talk about FPL as the captaincy on Bruno. Good. I hope he sticks it there. I really feel like Haaland can easily score a goal against Leeds, but I feel like Bruno has the higher upside this week. I really, if you told me that one of them scored a goal, so if one of them scored, let's say 9 points, for argument's sake, and one scored 17, I'd say Bruno scored the 17 this week. Exactly, the DCL unit, captain's all mine. Probs think DCL is Welsh-Irish. Yeah, maybe. It's possible. Any thoughts on Darlow at 3.9? I Pickford and can free up 1.6 million in one move. I don't mind it. I always think that Leeds goalkeepers could easily swap, though. That's the only problem I've got with it. And Boomer or Dango, I'm chasing my mini league. It's got to be Dango. Dango's lower owned. Dango's like under 2% ownership still, I think, give or take. And Boomer's like, what is Boomer now? Like, he's probably up to 23.8. He's gone up again. Far out, 23.8% ownership. Lou well in. Nowhere near Lewin. Anyone going for triple captain on Haaland? 100% no, Daniel. I did it once earlier in the season against Leeds. It ain't going to be happening a second time. I'll give you the hot tip. I'm still salty about that. I mean, he did nothing that game. He did nout. Leeds, 0.13 XG, 0.01 XA. What an absolute fraud. I mean, that's the second time I've triple captain Haaland for 2 points in the last 2 years. I can't do it. He's not getting the triple captaincy At all. I don't care if Man City double, and obviously I've still got the triple captain for the second half of the season. If Man City double, I'll put it on Semenyo or someone else. He won't be getting it. He just won't be getting it because he's just disappointed the last 2 times. Mum unit was really good. She was good. She was good value for the very short time I was there. Darlow does have the minutes at the moment, but how long will he have the minutes? That's the key question. He's also had a few injuries this season as well, Darlow. He's an injury-prone goalkeeper from what I can make out. Start Sarah or DCL. You've got to start Sarah, I think, in that. I think. Dango's closer to 3% now, mad. So he's massively gone up. Yeah, there's still got to be Dango. He's miles lower than Mbumo still. Will Collins play? Honestly, no idea. No idea. Me too. Also, Lewin is a close enough name to Lewin. Yeah, that's fair. Darlow's one more mistake from the bench, surely. Yeah, I don't think on Wildcard I'm going to have a 4 million goalkeeper. I really believe I'm probably going to have a 5 million and a 4.5 or something of that equivalent. I can afford to because of the team value I've got. I want to pick keepers, particularly when I'm going to bench boost, that I think will actually keep a clean sheet, not just get me save points. So I'm just going to hope I can get it right. Sold Enzo, Timber and Rodon for Wilson, Virgil, Van Dijk and Truffett. Nice. Pretty good moves. Start Hill or Cash? I'd start Hill. He's got the home fixture. And he's going to get DC probably. And Cash would need an attacking return then to beat him, plus the clean sheet. Will you captain Haaland again this season? If not, why keep him on your team? Because he's still the best forward in the game. You don't have to captain him. He's still the best forward. I'm not saying... You don't have to own a player to captain him. I only own players that I think are the best currently at that moment in time in their position. And Haaland is definitely in the top 3 forwards. And I don't think, other than blank game week 31... he is not going to fall out of the top 3 forwards in the game this season unless he gets injured. So, no, I don't have any intention of selling him, but I won't be captaining him most weeks. There'll be some weeks where I captain him, like game week 34 against Burnley. Probably high likelihood I captain him, but I'll be going against him a lot as well. Benching Gabriel and going Joao Pedro for the 7th consecutive game for returns. Nice. Nice. How do you join? You automatically join. If you're in the league music, you automatically get entered into the cup. As long as you're in there. Bruno, FYI, if you haven't already joined the league code's on the left-hand side above the live chat icon. Smash that in. Make sure you've signed up before this game week starts or else you're cooked. Bruno F or Thiago captain. I'm going Bruno Fernandes. That's why my captaincy's on him. So, yeah. Do I do a cheeky Salah? I mean, if you're going to buy Salah, you probably got to back it in. Probably got to back it in. JP getting any DCs with the funnies. Mate, that would actually be hilarious if he got 4 points. I'd take it. Dallo's price is set to rise tonight. Anyone hosting a live stream want to admit they brought him in? I love Dallo. I just wish I had him for the points. I owned him for the frustration. Dallo ball's back, baby. It's back. What can I say? What a man. You'd need to join now, I'd suggest. I don't know. I'm not sure what happens. I don't know if you have to be in it before this week or not, but try. Do I captain Bruno or Haaland? I'm leaning towards Haaland this week. Well, I'm captaining Bruno, and Haaland I'm not going anywhere near after his Leeds performance earlier in the season. Now, he might have a double game week in 36 versus Brentford Burnley. He could. Definitely he could. Yep. Palmer for captaincy shout. Not many dare captain him. Honestly, half the time when Chelsea have played Arsenal, I think Cole Palmer's mysteriously missing the game. I think every time he's played Arsenal for Chelsea, I think bar one game, he's not shown up in any of them. I think he shows up though this weekend. I mean, you could. You really could. I mean, the Cards team's got Cole Palmer in it. I don't know. It'd take a pretty... I mean, there's nothing to say he won't. Like, Joao Pedro could easily win another penalty. All of a sudden, next thing you know, Cole Palmer's scored a goal. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. JC, Joao Pedro, Chalobah, Gahey, Cash, Virgil van Dijk, bench one. Chalobah. Got to be Chalobah. I mean, that Chelsea defence, I mean, I was so quick to sell him. Post that Burnley game, I was like, get the hell out. I was like, he was nothing. Absolutely nothing but a disappointment. Absolute disappointment. And Boomo hobbled off last game. Is he 100% fit? Yeah, there was no mention of him in the... There was no mention of him in the press conference under Carrick. There's no reports that he's out either. I think he'll be perfectly fine. He just looks like me. And Boomo looks like me at the end of a football game. I'm knackered. And I walk around like an old man. Well, that's because I am an old man now. But, yeah. I think he'll be perfectly fine. I'm playing to Chalobah to Dallo for a hit. Otherwise, I save a -4 and start Munoz and hope for a 0-0 for an attacking return. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Munoz could get an attacking return, but yeah, I don't know. Palace do seem like they're out of form, though. What are the downfalls of being a famous FPL YouTuber? One must be a sore arm from all the autograph. Legit payment. Oh, yeah, fairness probably is, you know. I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, I'm thinking about like the big ones, right? Like the big, like the blokes that got like 1 million subs and stuff like this. I don't know what they do. Do they even do any signings? I don't know. FYI, I've got a really funny story to share. Oh, I don't have it in here. You know my shirt that says FPL D unit on it, not the football one, the singlet. On the back is a QR code, right, to my YouTube channel. So when I'm out, I was like, originally I said to the missus, goes, why the hell have you got a barcode on the back of your shirt? I was like, you never know. People might just scan it and just do whatever. Well, I was at the Living End last weekend, right, and I got fully freaked out. Some bloke, like I could, you know when like someone's walking up behind you and you can kind of gauge that someone's walking up behind you? This dude literally walked about 1 meter away from me, had his phone out and scanned the barcode. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is this guy doing? And then when he did that, I was like, and I looked, I was like, oh, that's right, I'm wearing this shirt. And then I looked at the back, I was like, oh my God, I've got a new sub. I told the missus, she goes, no way. She goes, I can't believe that someone actually did that. Because you were like, that's why I got it on the shirt, because so people would do it. And then literally someone actually did it. I thought that was really funny. Just thought I'd share that. No point entering the D Unit Cup now. It's coming home to Wales. That's not why the D Unit is a sore arm appeal payment. It says my team did not qualify. Oh, must have to do it before the end of last week. Yeah, probably. Of course. Hello, JB. How are you, buddy? That's how you got big arms doing autographs. Start 1 meter. Honestly, it's really funny, right? So on reports, school reports and that, where is it? I've got a pen here somewhere. My writing, because I do like everything pretty much these days is electronic, except when you've got to fill in we've got like these air forms for like just random stuff, but you've got to fill in with a pen. My writing is because like my writing was always kind of messy anyway. I literally look like I've got doctor's writing now. Like unless I've reading it, I don't know how anyone else reads it. Really don't know how anyone else reads my writing. And then obviously I've got to scribble my signature on the bottom of reports now as well. Start one, Munoz or Bowen. Probably Munoz. Start Rice, Konza or Senesi. I think I'd go with Senesi out of those three. I'm just surprised he doesn't have one arm bigger than the other. Must be ridiculous. FYI, I've got a funny story about it. So I used to play baseball as a kid. And I can bat both ways. I can bat right-handed, I can bat left-handed, and I've got about the same amount of power on both. That might be why. The fact that you're so humble is of great... Thanks, Bateman. Honestly, it was the funniest thing, though. It really cracked me up. I was like, what the hell is this dude doing? You know when like someone's doing that? And I was like, I just had a good old chuckle afterwards. I was like, that's really cringe. And I can't believe that actually worked, but it did. Worst thing is probably an ex-student has recognised me and thought, what's this idiot wearing? Humble unit. When is the D Unit Memories segment? Love the old stories, mate. Yeah, I need to bring that in. I've got a few ideas I want to do for the late mail next year, but I want to keep it mainly FPL focused, but I want to whack like a bit of random section in there as well. I've got some mad stories, I can tell you that much. Absolutely mad stories. If captaincy is split between Haaland and Bruno, it could be a good week to go elsewhere, 100%. I heard you bat both ways. Right arm is bigger than my left, no explanation needed. Vitamin D unit. Yeah, I don't outside of the season when I'm playing. So at the moment, I've gone back to the gym and the body's starting to finally get there now and respond. But I only take during the season. I take a lot of magnesium because I get a lot of cramps in my legs. So I take a lot of magnesium. Outside of that, I take my BCAAs, which are like I just drink them, just because they help with muscle recovery. And then on days where I train weights, I'll have a scoop of protein powder. Outside of that, though, don't do anything else. And I just eat what I want. Like, that's why I go to the gym, so I can eat what I want, because otherwise, yeah. Bench one, Joao Pedro Anderson. Didn't need to write anymore. I saw Anderson defender. I'm benching Anderson. I've got some bad stories. Oh, mate. I really do. I can tell you some absolute just humdinging stories. I went to Japan, right, when I was in year 8. And they've got Disney World there, right? So if you go to Disney World in Japan, it's the same as Disney World in the US. Paris, I think they're all the same. I think. I could be wrong. I might be making that up. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, we went there and I don't even know how I managed to go there because I didn't even go with my school. I went with a different school that somehow Mum had got me to go because I learned Japanese when I was in year 5 to year 7. And then I was in year 8 and this opportunity came up with this other school and I have no idea how Mum got me on it, but I went on it. And the whole time, because when you're in a different school and you go you just think you can kind of ride it, and everyone wants to be your friend because you're the new kid on the block, and and back then you're young, year 8, year 9, whatever year it was, you just think you're invincible, right? So there was this the most non-interesting ride ever you've ever seen in your life. There was a like a chair like this, right? But in a kind of an egg shape. When you get them egg chairs, right? Like an egg with the back but open at the front, things there. We hopped in there and we went on the Haunted Mansion ride. And I don't know why we went on the Haunted Mansion ride because I thought it was going to be a boring ride and it was a boring ride. And we tried to, I thought it'd be quite clever, right? Because there was no one in the seats in front of us because they turned around in a circle. I thought, idiot D unit's going to try and jump the chairs mid-ride. So that's exactly what I did. So I got my bag, which was this is a stupid bit. So I had, oh my God, my laptop's in here. That's why I can't pick it up. I had a backpack, right? And it was, and I threw that across, landed in the seat in front. And I was and my mate's going, the guy that was from the other school is going, you're not going to do that. I was mate, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. So I thought, we'll put one leg across, right? Because I felt like it was distance enough, thought I was flexible enough. Turns out I'm not. I put a leg across, and then unfortunately, my other leg that was in the original seat got stuck. So all of a sudden, these chairs are turning, and I'm starting to do the splits. And I'm like, ah! And then thankfully, the other bloke managed to get my foot out of the other chair, and then it just made a huge thud, enough to make them probably stop the ride, but they didn't stop the ride. Then it was starting to go down these stairs, and at this moment, I'm hopping along. One leg is in the chair, the other leg is on the ground, and then I realized that it was about to go down. I was I need to just be in the chair. If I try and hop down this, I'm probably going to break a leg or lose a leg. So I then somersaulted into the chair, and then somehow between the somersaulting, working out how the hell I hadn't lost a leg, and just trying to just remain normal, the bag that I'd thrown across with all my stuff and my passport, everything else, had fallen out of the damn chair. So then I had to hop out of the chair and run through the ride to find the bag. FYI, by the time I then got that, all the other seats behind us were all full. So then I had to run all the way back, and I ended up in the same bloody chair we started in. And I was like, what was the point of that? Just absolutely stupidity. Don't do what I do. But yeah, it was just funny. You doing a stream tonight? Probably not tonight, Fan City. I'm just going to watch the game tonight. I am pretty tired. I've been driving 12 hours of the last 36 hours now. Sorry, Mr. Viveka, TK Rogers or Thiago captain. I think all three are pretty good. If I had my pick out of those three, I'd probably go Thiago captain out of those three. If there was a street fighting tournament between FPL YouTubers, who would you want to fight the most? No one really. I'm not a fighter. I've actually never been in a fight in my entire life. I'm a smart talker. I'll talk some crap. But I'm the most non-physical person you'll ever meet in terms of I just don't fight. It's just not in my nature to fight. But much rather have a drink and have a laugh than... Yeah, so I don't know. I just wouldn't do it. I'd love to play them in a one-on-one and just absolutely rub it in their faces when I win. But I wouldn't do street fighting. I've just locked in and I'm actually excited for my team this week. Up the cheese dogs. Yes, up the cheesies. Good stuff. Darius, my man. Hello, Finn. How are you, buddy? 3 free transfers. Timber to Virgil, Enzo to Mbumo. Timber to Virgil. Yeah, I'd like that. Enzo to Mbumo, like that. 5.5 left over. If I bring in Mane for Pedro, good way to use my free transfers. 0.3. Oh, 0.3 short. Mate, I think I'd buy Canade and get DCL unit instead. Not going to lie, I think in your case, I would save the money and go for Canade because I don't think there's much difference between Canade and Virgil, if I'm being brutally honest. And I think that's what I'd do. I'd bring in the DCL unit instead. Damn year 8 must have been in 920. Yeah, pretty much. Might as well have been. I think owning Virgil van Dijk is going to rewind you of why you're against him at the beginning of the season. Probably. I hope it does. I really hope it does. That means Liverpool losing. Wolves win tonight would be a good start of the FPL weekend. Yeah. I heard part on a farm up in Grundy. I just joined all it was expecting somersaulting into the cartel. I could do that too. That's how I became a teacher. D-unit legless. No way. D-unit the biggest attraction at the theme park here. Mate, I swear, when I hopped off the ride, all the security knew that I'd done a dodge. They just looked at me and I just looked at them. I was like, I would want to fight Andy. Love a unit, not a fight unit. Yep, an FPL fight club. Pedro or Konza in playing 11. I heard Gianni doesn't mind a fight club though. Pedro or Konza in playing 11. I'd probably back in Joao Pedro. The Gary captain, outside of Andy and maybe Gary, I think you would beat up the others. Hello, YouTube. You know, it was really funny. I love when Gary starts the streams. Hello, YouTube. I don't even know what he says after that. What does he say after hello, YouTube? I'm trying to think. I'm not sure. What do you say, Gary? What do you say after say hello, YouTube? I've got to listen. Tomorrow night, that's my one job. I've got to listen. Batista's a car park brawler. Am I nuts? Arsenal will concede to Chelsea and may even lose. Thoughts on the game? I actually think that Chelsea get pantsed, but they score. Start Timber or Tarkowski. I'd start Tarkowski. FPL Fight Club exists. They just don't talk about it. Rice to Gordon. Yep, don't mind it. Don't mind that one at all, Malcolm. Sure you would want to fight Baker. Do you mean Bakar? Big man Bakar. I mean, the whole community is filled with a lot of grifting. That's what I'll call it. Grifting. You'll never get me charging £120 for a group WhatsApp chat. I can tell you the hot tip. That would just not sit. I could never do that. Just frankly, I couldn't do it. Welcome to the FPL podcast. Lock in, of course. Yes, there we go. No one knows what the Gary says after hello YouTube. I mean, no one listens. I mean, I did right. I would actually not know what he said after that. I always remember, like every time when I'm not on the podcast, I listen to it back. That's the first thing that just sticks in your brain. Hello YouTube, and then I wouldn't be able to tell you what he says after that for like the next 10 seconds. But then he starts introducing the people that are on. I really don't know what else he says, but obviously that's what he says. Welcome to the pubcast lock-in. Best replacement for Verts, Dango or Wilson? I've already got Thiago. It's got to be Wilson. I've used 4 free transfers today. Chalobah to Hill, nice. Enzo to Wilson, nice. Creepy to Thiago, very nice. Pedro to Ekatike, nice. Nothing wrong with that, D-Dot. Surely that's why they call him Big Bakar. Maybe. Gianni got sacked from Sky. He couldn't carry the dish up the Oh dear, I shouldn't laugh. That's why he says I don't like any other YouTubers. It's incorrect. I think they're all fine. He just thinks that I don't like him for whatever reason. You need a catchphrase like Gary's powder my nose. There's Big Man lol. Gianni versus a D and it would be a banger, not gonna lie. I reckon it'd be over very quickly. Versus Semenyo for -8. Already taken a -4. Just wait. I'd wait. Honestly, I'd wait, Yukash. I would wait. That's what I'm doing. I'm waiting. Surely you've hopefully got someone decent, half decent on your bench. Darius is too busy playing footy and not typing in the chat. Legit. That's actually probably true. I am probably reading the chat and I kind of zone off. Like sometimes Gary catches me out when I'm like I'm on a roll and I'm like typing something away. And then he goes, Darius? And I'm like, because I always mute myself that way. Like I don't sit there and interrupt. That's just what I do when I'm on Gary's channel. And yeah, quite often I haven't even got the screen open. I have to open the screen, unmute myself and then start talking. It probably looks like I'm not paying attention. Pedro going to break some hearts? I hope so. You take more than enough hits as it is. Yeah, weather the hits, baby. Weather the hits and come out on top. I've got 17 minutes left, give or take, to the deadline. I'd say it's probably under that. It's probably closer to 16, based on the fact that I'm looking at the time at the moment. It says 2:13 in the morning, which means that we're getting closer to the deadline for Gameweek 28. Dubravka, I like that. Gabby, Senesi, Gahi, Virgil, and Bumo, Fernandez, Rice, Dango, Haaland, Thiago. Who to bench so Wilson goes in? Got no idea. Gabriel. It's Gabriel or Rice. Take your pick. One of those two. Let's ask the card. Gabriel or Rice. Bench Gabriel. Yeah, I'm benching Gabriel myself, so I'm like, I just think Chelsea score. I know that Chelsea have not been good at the Emirates. I just feel like they'll score a goal. I think they lose. I think they lose comfortably, but I think they score a goal. Pay Chalobah or Munoz. I'd play Munoz. I don't think Chalobah's going to do anything. I was so quick. I could not wait to sell him quick enough this week. Really couldn't wait to get rid of him. I mean, that double Chelsea defence has really pissed me off. The last 4 weeks, the 4 easiest fixtures, I was like, you know what, worst case scenario, they keep at least 1 clean sheet in 4. There was no world where I anticipated that they kept no clean sheets. Just pathetic. Absolutely. That team is going nowhere. They are going down the table, and they're going down the table exceptionally quickly. Chelsea are just, I mean, their fixtures are horrendous. Like, these are the results, right? So, like, Harry, bless him, basically said, you know, Chelsea got the best attack in the league, right? The last 6 weeks. Well, no wonder, mate. They played Brentford at home, Palace away, West Ham at home, Wolves away, Leeds at home, Burnley at home. The only way that could have been any better is if they had Forest and Spurs in that last 6 weeks. Outside of that, like that's why they've been scoring goals. They've kept one clean sheet and what feels like forever. Actually, it isn't feels like forever. Since game week 16, I know I had Chalobah and Sanchez in, so I actually got him for that week. They've kept one clean sheet against Brentford at home in 22. One clean sheet. These guys are worse than bloody Fulham at keeping clean sheets. That's really disgusted me, what I've just watched, what I've just read. The Japan Disneyland split story was indeed made. Start Petrovic or Kelleher. Already starting Senesi. I feel like you'd probably go Kelleher. Would be the smart move there, to be honest. I don't think there's much between them, to be fair. I think it's very close. Bench Cash or Van Heck? I think I'm benching Matty Cash there. Does anyone still own Watkins? Yeah, I think a few people do. He's under 8% ownership now, though. By the way, Crystal Palace has got 4 C's in the last 5 versus Matt. Yeah, they have. But they didn't keep one in the last game. And with the way they're playing at the moment and how tired they're looking, I do not see them keeping one on Sunday. No Donnarumma talk on any streamers. What do you mean? Like Donnarumma, I actually think is a really good goalkeeper. And if you've got a playing goalkeeper, you could definitely bring him in as your third city. The thing is, you know he's going to play. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. If he's injured, I've got no idea. I have no idea. Does Gary powder his OR? Does he go for a quick... Can you please do a card call on Ryan versus Thiago captain this week? Yes, I can. Let's going with a Ryan captaincy shout. There you go, Jack. Thoughts on this team? Donnarumma, Gabriel, Hill, Vandenberg, Rice, Salah, Dango. Is this a wild card? Or is it just your actual team? Honestly, it's got the potential for a green arrow. I can't type today. Too many pints, have a pint. Bench Gabriel or Richards? Richards. Definitely benching Richards there. Gabriel definitely gets a DC against Chelsea. 100% gets a DC. Probably just concedes though. Dallo Maguire if money's not an issue. Dallo. Higher attacking output. No wildcard. Okay. I think I like Donnarumma. D, can you ask the card of Boomer or Bruno for captaincy, please? Yes, I can. And Boomer versus Bruno. Let's go with Bruno. Not tempted by Verts and Verbruggen to Dango and Allison for a -8. Now be a -12 nightmare. That's the problem. Be -12. I'm already on a -4. So Virgil came in a -4, and so did Thiago. So Virgil and Thiago came in -4. Verts for Bruggen. I mean, whenever you include a goalkeeper, you know this. I told you, the only time I don't like taking hits is when they involve goalkeepers. I'll ask the card anyway. Should D-Unit take a -12 and do what Nightmare's suggesting? Yes or no? The card, I'm ignoring that. Not doing it. Card says yes. Man, if that card's got it right, I'm just going to sit there and say that's just baloney. I was saying Donnarumma is a differential. Oh, yeah, he's brilliant. Yeah, he's great. He featured in the differentials video this week. I think he's actually a really good asset. Ask the card, Bowen versus DCL. Bowen. Play Gabriel or Bowen? I'd play Gabriel. 10 minutes, guys and girls. Sold Enzo for Wilson and kept Sardis. In spite of Gameweek Fever, has a probable upside in 29.30. Yeah, don't mind that at all. Amand is there a world in which you sell Gabriel minus an injury? Yes, there is. I've thought about it. Donnarumma, good chance of 2 double game weeks too. That is correct. Play Pedro, Konza or Timber, any 2. Play Pedro, Konza or Timber, any 2. I'd play Pedro and Konza. Start Bowen or Tavernier. Tavernier. We have greatness in the stream until the Gary captain. If you back the Liverpool clean, why not go all the way? Because I don't know if I'll back it the next few weeks. And I think that I'm not sure what I want to do. Nightmare, you taking the hit up we're talking about? Done something even riskier? Oh, I want to hear what he's done. What have you done? I'm making the highly stressful decision of captaining O'Reilly. Been debating with myself, but I think I'll make it happen. Whatever happens, happens. Love it. Good luck, Nightmare. What? I know. I want to know what he did. What did he do? Maybe he's putting in a WhatsApp chat. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Where is he? I've made my moves. He hasn't said anything. All right, so he's made his moves, but he hasn't said what they are. Praz reckons I should stick to my path and go Salah. Solio prefers Aja and Hill to Virgil this week. Salah in for Palmer and captain. I like it. Stick with the original plan. I love it. Fantastic. I mean, it is tempting. It's very tempting. Salah in for Palmer and captain. Yeah, what's Nightmare? Spoil the team Nightmare. Ignoring Virgil and playing Aja. Don't mind it at all. I think one of these is due to come in. One of these is 100% due to come in. And, like, honestly, all he needs is one penalty. All he needs is one penalty and he's off to the races, right? One penalty and it's going to look magical. And he is. He's a monster differential. I mean, Salah's ownership at the moment's like 15% in the game. And I can almost guarantee that 10% of that 15 is probably teams that have not opened their team since game week 1. You reckon Rio starts? Interesting. I mean, he could with no verts. I mean, it's possible. I don't see it myself, but it could happen. Nightmare's bought Dean penalty saving pass to Henderson. Mate, that would actually be well funny if he'd done that. If he'd done that, I'd be like, that is some big balls calls. 100%. Oh, man. I still can't get over that. I mean, Wolves, I think about how lucky and unlucky this has been, right? So Gary, earlier in the season, sold Petrovic the week where I didn't think you should sell him for Kelleher, and Brentford played Wolves. And Strand Larson had a penalty, one of the worst ever penalties you ever see, and allowed Kelleher to get a monster haul. What happens the week where you're like going, you know, Palace absolutely cooked, let's sell him. And then when Nightmare, I mean, you can't make that up. And then Wolves just sit there with one of their penalty takers are atrocious. They're not even worthy of taking penalties in the Championship, let alone the Premier League. It's a good week to go against Haaland. My initial thought was Wilson, but now debating Thiago. Don't really like Bruno last week. Yeah, fair. Start one of Enzo, Mane and Tarkowski. I think you'd start Enzo, to be honest. Play the attacker. I don't think Mane's really got much upside, and I don't think Tarkowski has either. I've gone to Palmer, Pen Merchant, to Salah, Pen Merchant. Love it. Salah, penalty miss. I don't think Salah will miss a penalty. Dirty Dom will, but Salah won't. BBCs. Except Wang. Wang can convert pens. Yeah, I know. Where do they? I mean, Wolves have missed Wang. That's why they're going down. He's just not been fit enough for long enough this season. He's just been... It is what it is. It is what it is. What is your score prediction on Leeds versus City? 3-0 to Man City. I think my score prediction should be rotating above my head at some point as well. I just think that, I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of shock results this weekend. I don't know why. I just think there might be. I think Tolo has missed his last 5 penalties. Yeah, I mean, how much money do they pay for him? Because they probably overpaid. Wang to Man United, we will be there. Mate, I'll be there. I'll buy a Wang shirt. Oh, mate. Just make it happen. Make it happen. I literally bought that guy and footed him because his name was Wang. There was no other reason why I bought him other than he was called Wang. 4-minute warning. You never know. Maybe Haaland misses a pen and gets a red. Salah gets a hat-trick and the entire competition of the game changes. Yes, It could. Honestly, it could. Salah, we know that Salah's got it in him. We know he's got it in him. There's nothing wrong with that pick. And I think in a week where captaincy is incredibly wide open, you can make a case for Thiago. You can make a case for Haaland. You can make a case for Bruno. You can make a case for Ekitike, Semenyo, Saka, and Mbumo, Wilson, Dango, Sade, Virgil even, O'Reilly. Why not Salah? Why can't they all just bang? I think this week is a week where you can definitely back in a differential captain and hope it comes in. Nightmare's definitely due a bit of luck. 100%. 100% is. If I was game week 29, I would have gone and Mbumo, but couldn't double up. I mean, yeah, I thought that might be the reasoning. Yeah. I understand that, though. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, Liverpool will not... I will not have 3 Liverpool players in my team when they play Man United because Man United are going to beat them. I'm just going to wait to captain versus Brighton in the blank. Deadline is close. Deadline alert, people. Goal fest or goal drought in 28? I reckon it's going to be more of a goal fest than a goal drought. Saka, I think Leeds loves to attack when they play a big team. I sense a 4-2 or 4-3 win. Honestly, you might be bang on. You really might be bang on the money. I'm just playing my differential players and I'm benching the high-owned ones. Like this week, I feel like the Chelsea-Arsenal game is a line ball call. Joao Pedro is lower owned ahead of me than Gabriel, so I'm just backing that in. It could definitely blow up in my face. I'm prepared for that, but I feel like I'm willing to risk it. Saka, yeah. I think Leeds loves, no nightmare shed rants. Mate, the shed rants are epic. I just hope he gets a week off. So hopefully it's a shed. What's the difference to a shed rant? What's a shed jubilation? A shed party of ecstasy? I'd love to see the opposite. I want to see Nightmare in the shed with 100-point score going, FPL loves me again. That would be brilliant content. I just hope that happens for 1 week so we can just have a shed rebirth jubilation froth party. I predict 16 goals this week. Mate, I hope it's more than that or else it's going to be dead boring to watch. Lock your teams. Nunes Keasley have an attacking return. Exactly. Semenyo captain. Don't mind it. I predict I'm going to get 107 points this week. One man can only dream. This is your 2-minute warning. Wilson to score 5 goals this week as my captain. Honestly, Wilson could bang this week against Spurs 100%. Shed shake, yes. Shed shake with some party lights. I can't be doing a shed rant for a good week. Yeah, a shed party. You can get what do you call it? The confetti cannons. Poof. The rants are out, boys. The spiders are partying with a nightmare tonight. It's a nightmare party. And the spiders have come out to play. Prof. Pedro or Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin. But if you're playing this week, it's Joao Pedro for me. I hope I never have to end up with the spiders again. Maybe Nightmare could open up one of those bags he has in his shed. If Nightmare gets 100 back, you have to make him go back to Astro Space background. Party with the spiders. Mate, I will do if Nightmare gets 100 points, I'll do a party with the bloody spiders where my Airbnb is around the side. It's got like a little enclave, whatever you want to call it. There's definitely lots of spiders in that. It's the best thing I can do for a shed rant, but I reckon I can do it. Shed meet up with the fans, love it. Shed party, 100%. All right, make sure you've locked in your teams because we're about a minute away from the deadline here. In fact, we're under a minute away. The time is about to run out, which means you've got no time pretty much left at all. About 30 seconds post when that hits 0, which is now hit. Are there no mice or cockroaches? Just to see an old paddling pool in a hose pipe. Not another Joe Shedro rant. Good luck for this week. Ryan going to bang. Nightmare skinny dipping golf fest party. P52's love shed. Oh, fantastic. Brilliant. Locked in, baby. Locked in. We're ready for game week 28. I mean, where's it going to take us? Is it going to be a green arrow? Is it going to be a red arrow? Is Joao Pedro the right call over Gabriel? We'll all find this out in about 48 hours' time, and either I'll look like an idiot or I'll look like a unit. The golden unit. Hopefully the golden unit's back. D-Unit Outhouse. So actually, this week you guys are going to get lucky, I think. So I'm going to try and put out a normal video on Sunday, which is unusual. I don't like doing one mid-game week, but because the deadline is on Tuesday, I think I'm going to. And then because it's actually a public holiday here on Monday, I'm going to try and do a reaction video in the pool on Gameweek 28. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to try and set it up so I can do it in the pool with some luck. Sally, you must. Card call for red or green arrow. I love it. All right, red or green arrow for the chat. It's a green arrow, boys. When and Boomo captain, hope he bangs first Old Trafford Haversham. That'd be brilliant if he does, because obviously I've got him in my team. Why you got Verts? Because don't need to sell him. I'm getting Joao Pedro off the bench. I've got Gabriel on the bench. Very happy with him there. My nightmare drinks pretty of the blue Kinko coffee, judging by the jars in the shed. Good observation. Good observation. I did not notice that before. I'll go differential this week. Translation, I'm about to self-sabotage. Good luck and GG. Love it. Bravko, who is more urgent sell, Verts or Chaluba? Honestly, it's probably Verts because it's probably going to be out. Cheers, mate. Thanks for entertaining. Thank you very much, everyone. Hopefully you do get green arrows. Enjoy the football. I'm excited for the Midlands derby in about an hour and a half's time. In the meantime, we're going to play some Dota, and I'm going to start training my blokes from footy because I haven't had a chance to do that since I've been live streaming for literally the last 3 hours. So, yeah, enjoy. Got to say the jars to pickle stuff. Nightmare will shed no tears this week. Yes, that's what I love to hear. Great. That's how we're just going to finish on that. Everyone, thank you very much for joining. You guys have been amazing. Nightmare deserves a green arrow. If I can sacrifice my arrow for his, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Thanks for watching. I've been the D-Unit. See you tomorrow for the live watch-alongs. Be here. We won't be doing the early game, but we're doing all the 3 p.m. games and then the late game, and it'll be the same on Sunday. We'll be doing all the games on Sunday as well. So, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.